My name is Sarah Jane Chapman. I am a certified yoga therapist, and this is a yoga practice for the full moon in Sagittarius. We will not only be including themes of Sagittarius, including the thighs, which is the body part that Sagittarius rules over, but themes of fire, which is the element of Sagittarius, and including horse posture, which is one of the animals that Sagittarius rules over. But we will also be including the tarot card that represents Sagittarius energy, which is Temperance. So we'll be practicing balance and integrating all of these themes together. You will want 2 blocks for this practice. If they are cork blocks, even better. If you have foam, that's great too. But you'll definitely want at least 2 blocks today for practice. We're going to start in a child's pose. And have your blocks be at the front of your mat. Knees can be as wide as you need for them to be, resting your forehead onto the floor. And then just take a couple breaths here, in and out of your nose. With every exhale, sinking you a little bit deeper into the floor. Notice where your energy is going today, in your mind and in your body. On your next inhale, start to pull your hands in. We're going to come into a cow pose. So your belly will just relax and hang, heart and tailbone lifts. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to come back into cow pose. Lower your knees at the same exact moment. Lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale again, hips to heels, arms stretch forward, child's pose. We're going to repeat that a couple times. Inhale, cow, pull your hands in, lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. We're going to do 3 more rounds like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more rounds like this, moving on your own breath pattern. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. 1 more like this. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. And exhale, child's. And then you're going to find your way back to a downward facing dog. You can pass through cow pose if you like. And then find your way to the top of the mat. Find some space between your feet, soften your knees, relax your upper body over your lower body. You could even cross your forearms and relax your head between your arms. 3 deep breaths here in the forward fold. For 2. And for 1. Release your arms towards the ground, shift your weight towards your heels. Keep your knees soft, round in your spine to come all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, guide your hands back to your heart center. So 3 deep breaths here, hands resting on your heart. Notice where the energy or the fire is in your body or in your mind right now. Notice where the energy or the fire is in your mind or body right now. Don't necessarily worry about what it means, just notice where it is. And then we're going to do a little moon salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands, step your right foot back, lower the right knee to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up, crescent pose. This is the moon part of the moon salutation. As you exhale, send your hips back, and then you're going to fold over your straightened left leg. Inhale, land your left foot, reach the arms back up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. One more. Inhale, sweep the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, crescent pose. Exhale, send your hips back, frame your right leg, folding in. Inhale, land your right foot, sweep the arms back up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands down, step forward and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, folding in. We're going to come into chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then exhale, come all the way up to stand, Samasthiti. Inhale, back into chair. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands down, step your left foot back this time, lower the left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent pose. Exhale, straighten your right leg, folding in. Inhale, land your right foot, sweep the arms back up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow, lower your knees, lift your heart and your tailbone. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Slight bend in your knees. Press into your hands to lift your hips up a little bit higher for 2. And for 1. As you inhale, reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent pose. Exhale, straighten your left leg, folding in. Land your left foot, sweep the arms back up, crescent pose. Exhale, hands down, step forward and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back in. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then exhale, come all the way up to stand, Samasthiti. 3 deep breaths here. Notice where the energy or the fire is in your body or in your mind. And then we're going to grab our blocks, place them on the lowest setting at the top of your mat. So one block is in each corner of the mat. And then you're going to step the right foot onto the block, left foot's just hanging out. Take your hands onto your hips. As you exhale, lower the left foot to the ground so the right knee will bend. And then as you inhale, straighten the right leg, lift it back up. We're going to do that 3 more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 1 more. We're strengthening the knees. Exhale, lower. Strengthening the thighs. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. And then you're going to pull your left knee up. Take a hold of your left knee with your left hand. This is the balance part. This is our temperance pose. Steady your breath. Your body will listen. Inhale, bring your left leg a little bit to the left. So you can see from the front what I'm doing. I'm bringing the knee to the side. Inhale to center. exhale. Actually, let's inhale to the side and then exhale to center. 2 more like that. Inhale to the side, exhale to center. 1 more, inhale to the side, exhale to center. This time you're gonna step into a warrior 2, keeping your right foot on the block. So inhale, left leg goes to the side, and then you're gonna step your foot back, and we're gonna land into a warrior 2. Right foot stays on the block. Inhale, straighten your right leg, reach your arms up, lengthen your side. Exhale, bend and press. 3 more like this. Inhale, straighten, lengthen, lift. Exhale, bend and press. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come out the way we came. So shift into the right foot, pull your left knee back in, return your hips to center, and then step your left foot onto the left block. So it's like we've got our platform shoes on. And then shift your weight over towards your left foot. Take your hands onto your hips. Your right foot is in the space between the blocks. As you exhale, lower the right foot to the ground. Your left knee will bend. Inhale, return to stand. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 3 more like that. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 1 more, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then you're gonna pull your right knee up, grab a hold of your right knee with your right hand. I'm gonna pivot towards you so you can see it from the front. As you inhale, bring your right leg to the side. As you exhale, return to center. Inhale, knee to the side. So you're still facing forward, but I'm just framing you to the front. Exhale to center, 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. This time you're gonna send it all the way back into a warrior 2. So your left foot's staying on the block. You're gonna step your right foot all the way back, extend your arms out, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your left leg, reach your arms up by your side. Exhale, bend and press. 3 more like this. Inhale, straighten, lengthen, lift. Exhale, bend and press. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. And then you're gonna shift your weight into your left foot, pull your right knee back in, and then place your right foot onto the right block. So again, each foot is on the block. So now we're gonna do something a little bit different. Shift your weight into the right foot. This time keep your hands onto your hips, so your hips are pointing forward. And then you're gonna step your left foot all the way back and then lower your left knee to the ground. So we're in a really big stretch here. So right foot's on the block, left knee's on the ground. We're feeling a really big opening in the front of the left thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Inhale here. As you exhale, lean over to the right, stretching the left side. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, return to center. 2 more like that. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, return to center. 1 more. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, return to center. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna take both hands onto the blocks and you're gonna step your right ankle in front of your left thigh and your knee's gonna go to the side. So I'm gonna pivot to the front so you can see what I'm talking about. And you're gonna want your blocks to be handy. This is a variation of horse pose. So my right ankle is in front of my left thigh, and then my knee is going to the side. And so you might want your blocks to go up onto the tallest setting to kind of help you up. And then maybe you can take your hands up onto your hips. And then press your hips forward. You're gonna feel, hopefully, a good stretch in the front of your hips and your hip flexors. This is horse pose. A variation of horse pose is to add an eagle arm. So arms out to the side. Let's do right underneath left. The idea is it's supposed to look like a horse face. I don't know. So 5 breaths here. Expanding your breath. Noticing where the fire is in your body. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then you're going to release your arms. You're going to release your hands down to the blocks. Lower the blocks to the lowest setting. I'm just going to pivot back to the front. And then just extend your left leg back. So now we are in pigeon pose. You can keep your forearms onto the blocks if you'd like, or you can take your hands onto the floor. 5 deep breaths. Soften your jaw. For 3. For 2. So option to stay here or option to stretch your left thigh. So if you'd like, you can bend your left knee and grab a hold of your left ankle or left foot with your left hand. Noticing where you feel the fire. For 4. For 3. For 2. If you have your foot, let it go. Take both hands onto your blocks. You're going to tuck your left toes under. That's the leg that's extended. And you're going to sweep the right leg up towards the ceiling into a 3-legged dog. And then find some hip circles here, moving with your breath. And then look to where your right hand is. Your right hand is on a block. You're going to place your right foot underneath your right hand. Yes. Shift into the right foot, and then we're going to come into a tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart center. For 3. Again, the Temperance card is about balance. But the funny thing about balance is we only notice it when we no longer have it. For 2. And then release your left foot onto the block. Same thing other side. So shift into your left foot. You're going to pull the right knee in, and then you're going to step the right foot all the way back, lower the right knee to the ground. So we're in like a pretty big lunge here, stretching the front of the right thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, lean to the left, stretching the right side. 3 more like that. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. 2 more. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. 1 more. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to center, extend your arms up. Exhale, take your hands onto the blocks. Take your left ankle in front of the right thigh. So again, I will rotate so you can see what I'm talking about. And again, you might want to use your blocks on a tall setting to support you, and then you can lift up. And then hands onto the hips. Feel the opening in the front of your thighs. And then maybe extend the arms out and maybe take left underneath right. Eagle arms. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then release your hands. You're going to lower your blocks to the lowest setting and extend your right leg back. And then you are in pigeon pose. You can keep your forearms onto your blocks. You can take your forearms onto the floor. 5 breaths here. For 4. For 3. Soften your jaw for 2. So you can stay where you are, or if you'd like to, you can stretch the right thigh. So bend the right knee, maybe grab a hold of your right ankle or right foot with your right hand. 3 breaths. Notice where you feel the fire. For 2. Release your right foot down. And then you're going to tuck your right toes under, sweep your left leg up, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, let's do a couple of hip circles. So maybe bend your left knee, find some hip circles here. And then maybe place your left foot underneath your left hand onto the block. And then you're going to shift forward and we're going to come into tree pose. For 3, hands to your heart center. For 2, and for 1. So again, place your right foot onto the block, and then you're just going to step down. We're going to find our way to laying on our backs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. And exhale, child's pose. And then you're going to find your way onto your back. So sweep your feet forward. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. You can rest your arms by your side or rest your hands on your abdomen. And just take a moment here. And again, notice where you feel your energy or some fire in your body. This will show us where our attention is or what needs attention. And then ask yourself, what do you need to do to find some balance? Now that you know where your energy or your fire is, what do you need to find some balance? With every exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Allowing yourself to receive the balance that you need or what action you need to do to create the balance you need. And feel free to rest here for as long as you'd like. But when you're ready to close out this practice, you can roll over to one side. Find your way into a comfortable seat. Keeping with you the knowledge of what you need for more balance in your life right now. And a full moon is an excellent time to release something to create some more balance. So what do you need to release to create some more balance? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you, peace to your loved ones, peace to all beings everywhere without exception. Thank you for your time, your presence, and your practice. And send it out to the universe. Happy full moon.